the Bloodbowl match, finally getting this done with. Getting any pay cash from this. He's got engagement at least. See what my opponent's going to have for inducements. He's only got 70,000. That won't be much though.
Welcome to this magnificent stadium, which is hosting this fascinating encounter. Brutality, underhand tricks, and plenty of hemoglobin are on the program. And I'm happy to be sharing the spectacle with Bob Bifford, our expert summarizer.
Greetings to all of you out there. There's little or no way out for this team. The players are going to have to play out of their skins just to stand still.
Very sunny.
Just look at that clear sky, Jim.
Another glorious day, but that blinding sunshine may affect the passing game.
Great! Then maybe the teams will turn their attention to hitting each other instead. That's it. The ball's in play. There's gonna be trouble. Doping is really endemic in this sport.
Isn't it written into the game rules? They can start to move forward. I don't know if we really like that uppercut.
He may not have liked it, but he certainly ate it. Ouch! Oh, he's knocked him senseless.
You're assuming then that he had something between his ears to begin with.
There was a time when the colleges of magic hadn't yet ruled on limiting wizard assistance to teams.
Who could forget the infamous 2472 Quagmire incident, when rampant spellcasting caused the entire Bright Crusaders Stadium to sink into the earth?
Nobody could forget that. People were blinded for miles around the stadium.
Today's insight comes from Jaime Schnivel, coach and owner of the Goblin Lowdown Rats team. In yesterday's Spike magazine, he said that Bloodbowl was like war. No winners, just survivors.
Oh, that's deep. About as deep as his team's position in the rankings.
As soon as he throws his first punch.
We know the opponent will be out for lunch.
You can't say much about that.
Full-blooded, but perfectly legal. That's what happens when a pro crosses an amateur.
Yes, splodge.
Troll Slayers. You know that their first appearance dates back to 2465 in a match between the Giants and low-down rats.
No, I didn't. You know, me and the Dwarves,
A blitzer called Stout Iron Fist was given the task of protecting the king's son. However, the rats managed to blind Stout, and by the time he was able to clear his eyes, the king's son had been killed by the rat's troll. Stout, of course, flew into a frenzy and decapitated the troll.
Ouch, poor troll.
If insults had any effect on the trajectory of the ball, I guarantee that the Dwarves would be world champions. Boom! In the face! And then followed by a clean uppercut. Well done! That reminds me of when I took Griff to bits in the '91 final against Reichland.
Oh, yeah, you kneecapped him.
What violence!
Yes, it's a great spectacle, Bob.
Ouch! Right in the face! The other guy couldn't dodge that one.
He slipped him the ball. The first quality required of an orc is to be able to hit hard and, if possible, not to think. The latter is considered a nasty flaw.
You can't select us both down and up.
I think he's singing him a lullaby.
Very nice elbow drop. Perfectly executed.
corruption so widespread that the Referees Guild has set up rules concerning where, when, and how one can accept a bribe.
Under an agreement signed last season, clubs are not allowed to offer less than the going rate. That face job is a lot cheaper than a plastic surgeon.
I don't know if he planned it, but it won't do him any harm in the looks department. He wasn't looking too healthy, so a bit of treatment will do him some good.
Yeah, that way he'll be able to take a few more blows.
Poetry in motion.
What we'd like to see
More often.
This player has opened the slapping box and gives rather generously. Was that a chop, or did he run into his outstretched arm?
Whichever it was, it knocked his voice box so far down his throat, he'll be able to talk out of his...
Thanks, Bob. We don't see much of the heroes of law these days.
I don't know.
For any spectators who aren't aware, the heroes of law hope to show the world a better way by honest, strategic play on the pitch.
It's probably a good thing we don't see them.
Bloodbowl players are getting more like their Albion League cousins every day.
That wasn't a light touch that put him down, Jim. That was a solid chop to the back of the neck. The attack can get their game going again. The ball flies through the air.
Right on target. Wallop! Right on the schmozzle.
He'll have a bit of trouble blowing his nose from now on.
He sent him down for a chat with the Astro Granite. And so, Bob, in such a situation, what do you aim for first?
It's usually things like fingers, hands, and arms.
I suppose that the aim was to prevent him from carrying the ball.
No, it's to stop him from getting in the punch.
Did you hear that the Orchard Raiders lost their last match against the Dancers?
Dancers? You mean war dancers?
What finesse, what style, what perfection.
What a hammer blow!
Now, there's one that won't be coming back in a hurry.
He didn't react fast enough there.
No, to be effective, you've got to get your retaliation in first.
Incoming!
Well, it is a violent sport.
Orcs have always gone for a power move, and you have to realize that it was only recently that they discovered the purpose of the ball during a match.
Yep, upside down. That's one way to look at things.
Bet that hurt. Good job his nose got in the way.
Yeah, otherwise he'd have got it full in the face.
Wow! I can tell you straight, that hurts.
It's not exactly difficult to throw a ball forward.
Yeah, but if you're blind, how do you know what forward is? Just look at the fans. They're red hot. A majority of supporters reckon that the league should take measures to prevent a small minority of peaceful fans from watching a match from the terraces.
They've got a point. If they don't want to join in the fun, they might as well stay home and watch it on Cablevision.
The Morgue will be doing overtime after this match.
Not the City Watch, though. It'll be the usual justifiable homicide.
Yes, if the opposition hadn't got him, the fans would. Right hook was worthy of a black orc.
You're telling me it'll take a while to get over it. Oh, no, just look at that.
You'd think it was the first time you tried to pick up a ball.
Ain't that the truth?
Wizards have not always been able to cast spells safely from behind the sidelines. Were you playing at the time in an Albion League, a second division that prohibited spellcasting from off the pitch?
Oh, yes. They were great times. I remember fans traveling to games just to see how well Wizards stood up to the mad charge of a raving Bloodbowl star. The noise created by a sizzling fireball, followed by the characteristic sound of the snapping of a wizard's neck.
Well, that's one with a good reason to go see the apothecary.
Yep, looks like he's gonna need a good one.
Nice left punch, right on the nose.
Sure was, Jim. It's broken now.
It made picking that ball up look easy. That pass would have done justice to a dwarf with mittens.
Why do you always insult the dwarves? The Blood Bowl annals are littered with the stories of teams who've gone bust with crippling debts.
And with the cost of doping and bribery on the rise, the problem won't be going away.
Do you think you'll be able to get up after that blow, Jim?
Oh, yes. He's not the sort to stay down. He checked that move.
Made him look stupid, you mean? He trampled on his head.
Accidents will happen.
You think the players heard the whistle at the end of the first half?
All except the ones who had their ears ripped off.
And the match can get underway once more. The players have had time to recover and lick their wounds.
That's not all they've been licking, Bob.
Oh, Jim.
The most famous blocker was probably Pendy No-Luck Stonewall. Remember him, Bob?
Oh, yeah. Every time he took a hit, his old mother used to come on the pitch and handbag the culprit. She had a total of 120 KOs during his career. Shame she disappeared during a match against the Lowdown Rats when she tried to spank the troll.
May she rest in peace.
In a game as physical as this, the player is really in the right place.
Exactly. It's really ugly.
Oh, brilliant side kick to the face. Let's see that again in slow motion.
Did you know that dwarf runners are trained in the same way as city watchdogs?
No.
Yeah. The coach hides a pint of beer somewhere inside a warehouse, and all the players on the team are then sent to find it. The first one to the beer is named Runner.
Hold still and then pow! Right in the face. That's one regulation clobbering. The player gets hold of the ball. And don't forget, children, don't try and do this at home. Remember, these are seasoned professionals.
Well, one of them is anyway. I've heard of teams that have simply disappeared after being abandoned by their supporters.
Let's say that some teams who haven't won a match for several years have been tied up by their fans and thrown into rubbish containers.
It's the only way to end a downward spiral.
As soon as he throws his first punch.
We know the opponent will be out for lunch.
Was worthy of a black orc.
You're telling me it'll take a while to get over it.
Boom! In the face, and then followed by a clean uppercut. Well done! The player has got the ball, and now he's the main target.
Yesterday, I interviewed Ripper Boldrot, the Troll's super champion.
Interesting.
And I can tell you that he's as violent off the pitch as on it. He's skinned alive my colleague from Elf magazine.
What do you expect when you put an elf next to a troll? It's nothing personal, just an instinctive reaction.
That's one regulation clobbering. Nice left punch, right on the nose.
Sure was, Jim. It's broken now.
Did you hear that the Orchard Raiders lost their last match against the Dancers?
Dancers? You mean war dancers?
A mouthful of knuckle and then a mouthful of dirt.
Yeah, he went down face first. Seems to be in two minds about what to do about the player lying prone on the pitch.
Yeah, they don't know whether to send on a stretcher or a coffin. Oh, dear.
For the good of the team, you can only hope that he's quickly taken off the pitch.
The first quality required of an orc is to be able to hit hard and, if possible, not to think. The latter is considered a nasty flaw. I bet that hurt. Good job his nose got in the way.
Yeah, otherwise he'd have got it full in the face. He's recovered the ball.
Ouch! Have a nice sleep.
Little baby gets his medicine and he's having a little nap. It seems this player does all the talking with the fists.
And they clearly know how to get heard.
This player has opened the slapping box and gives rather generously. He's got a hand to the ball.
Yeah, now he's looking around for support.
The referee's guild has decided to hire a bodyguard for each game.
Another brilliant idea. And just how effective will one bodyguard be against a stadium full of supporters?
True, could be a bit one-sided.
I think she's singing him a lullaby.
Well, that'll keep him quiet for a while.
Yeah, he's just stunned, not dead.
In a game as physical as this, the player is really in the right place.
Exactly, it's really ugly. Finally, there's one that lets his biceps do the talking.
Yeah, but from his opponent's point of view, it was a short conversation.
Well, the Dwarves have an excellent approach to a match. As they always say, seek out fear to overcome it, fatigue to go beyond it, adversity to conquer it.
And the ball if you've got nothing better to do.
He's got the ball! He's got rid of the ball. Bloodbowl is reputedly the toughest of all sports.
So they say. But it really only comes down to taking a few hits. Doesn't look like he'll be getting back on his feet too soon.
He should be up before next week's match. He checked that move.
Made him look stupid, you mean? That reminds me of when I took Griff to bits in the 91 final against Reichland.
Oh, yeah. You kneecapped him. This player was really strong. Do you think they have some troll blood in them?
Could be. Or maybe his opponent shouldn't speak that way about the family.
You can't say much about that.
Full-blooded, but perfectly legal. Did you know that dwarf runners are trained in the same way as city watchdogs?
No.
Yeah. The coach hides a pint of beer somewhere inside a warehouse, and all the players on the team are then sent to find it. The first one to the beer is named Runner.
I don't know if he really liked that uppercut.
He might not have liked it, but he certainly ate it.
Missed! The ball bounced everywhere!
I was told that you can find round balls. Much less fun.
Now, will that draw disappoint the fans?
No, it will encourage both sets of...
Honors, even.
On the pitch, yes. However, both sets of supporters are still hard at it to see who wins on the terraces.
The opposition didn't get a look in.
Yeah, they controlled the ball right from the start. They had them under pressure for the whole of the match, and I reckon I could count the incursions out of their own half on the fingers of one hand.
You can pick up these enhancements wherever you want, anywhere. And they've got none here for this match?
What is this sport coming to?
Well, the league's been calling for tighter discipline on the pitch.
I'm not sure that they meant for that many players to be sent off.